Hello, my lovelies. It's Susanna, and today I want to show you how to solve this equation. We have the square root of x minus 2 is equal to negative 2. Our x is here in this square root, so to be able to solve for x, we have to get rid of the square root. How can we get rid of a square root? We can square our equation. So we take the entire left side and square it, and do the same thing on the right side. We take the entire right side as well and square it. We just have to remember one important thing, that every time when you square your equation, you have to check your results in the end. So it could happen that, let's say we get x is equal to, for example, 3 in the end. Then this doesn't have to be a solution to this equation. It could happen that if we check this result, that we see, ooh, this is not really a solution. So always make sure to check your solutions in the end. Don't forget this if you square your equation. Okay, but we are allowed to square, so let's do this now. We square this square root, which means that the square root disappears and only the things that were in the square root are left, so only the x minus 2. And on the other side, we square the negative 2. So the negative 2 is in these parentheses, which means we have negative 2 times negative 2, which is equal to 4. Okay, if we want to solve for x now, we just have to get rid of the negative 2 here. So let's add 2 on both sides of the equation. Then only x is left here because this is equal to 0. And on the other side, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. We have a solution. Maybe we have to check this solution now. So let's take this possible solution. This was our original equation, and we now have to take the 6 and insert it for every x that we have in here. We only have one x, so we only have to insert the 6 here to this x and then see if this equation is correct. So we have the square root of 6 minus 2, and this has to be equal to negative 2. Let's see if we get a result of negative 2 here. We have 6 minus 2, which is equal to 4. And what is the square root of 4? Some people might say that it is plus and minus 2. But I tell you how it is that if you just want to calculate the square root of a number, then the result is always positive. So the square root of 4 is always just 2, not plus and minus 2, just 2. I will talk about it a little bit where this confusion with the plus minus comes from, because I read it so often in my comments. But for now, let's just accept the fact that the square root of 4 is just 2, which means we got a result of 2. They told us that we should get a result of negative 2. Well, this is definitely not equal to negative 2, so the 6 is not a solution to this equation here. So we checked our possible solution. It didn't work, which means that the set of solutions is the empty set. There is no solution to this equation. But let's go back here to this plus minus thing. Where does this confusion come from? Here, we only want to calculate the square root of 4. But if you want to solve an equation like x squared is equal to 4, which is a completely different problem to this problem here. But if you want to solve this equation, then you get 2 solutions. You get 2 and negative 2, because if you insert it here for your x and square it, you get 4 as a result. So if you want to solve an equation, a quadratic equation, you get 2 solutions, plus and minus 2. If you just want to calculate the square root of a number, then your result is always just the positive number. And this is the big difference. And some of you might have seen this from the very beginning, that we have the square root of something, and they tell us this should be negative. This is not possible. The square root of a number is always positive. That's why this equation has no solution. I hope it helped you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Take care.